Greetings, fellow ranchers and farmers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Medieval Dynasty, episode 26, all cooped up and full of eggs. Are there horses in the game? There are, and I am nowhere near the tech level required for them. Like, nowhere near. My tech level is something like 1,000, and I need like 5,000. So I'm a 20th of, or 20% of the way to get horses. Let's see. That would be my prediction. So taking a look at building, or rather farming technology. I have 480 points. And for horse stable, oh no, for... I forget. For horses, so I'm a quarter of the way, sorry. I'm 480 out of 2,000. So yeah, there are horses, and I'm not going to be buying one in the next 50 hours. To put it bluntly. Well, that's not entirely true. There is a, once you get more villagers, your tech level does go up faster, because as they do work, they are contributing to your tech level. And then, so your tech level does start to snowball for the things you're investing in. But even still, I'm far away from having a horse stable. So you guys want a chicken coop. Got it. Build a house, chicken coop, and hire rancher. And yeah, there are horses in the game. But you can own them, you know, much later on. The horses are nice. They're obviously faster than donkeys. They can hold more than donkeys. They are definitely better. So we needed a axe, a knife, and arrows. I might not even have enough bronze for that, because I also need a pickaxe too. I'm going to make a pickaxe before I make anything else, because I don't want my pickaxe to wear out and then me not be able to do any mining. That would sort of suck. I mean, I know they're stone, but still. Alright, so the woodshed is now working again. Yeah, the error message disappeared. Cool. Maybe I'll get some new recipes, including eggs. Yeah, so once I have chickens, the advantage of a chicken coop or a goose coop or whatever you call a goose house is you get eggs and feathers. So the feathers are kind of nice because the feathers allow you to source stuff for arrows. The thing is, if you cut down your own trees, you get lots of feathers. Later in the game, when you rely more on resource extractors than your own tree cutting, feathers are a little bit harder to come by, which is why there's that exchange. But with eggs, we can take a look at some of the recipes. Likely, I'm going to need to probably mill some of my grain to use the eggs. Well, I'll look at the recipes to see what the most the easiest one to acquire would be. What is salt used for? You can salt meats. They're mostly for preservation. It's not something I necessarily need to acquire. I just want to break my pick. There we go. My pick was like 3 swings away from breaking anyway.
Onward.
So a knife and arrows. Whoa, that was fast. I wonder why that craft cycle was like instant. That was weird. And then if I want to buy chickens, Skauki is the place that sells them. Every town has different animals that they'll sell. So Skauki sells chickens, Kolonica sells pigs, Piastovia sells geese, horses, and cows. Ostoyo sells sheep and goats. All right. So got that knife. Got the arrows. So I'm all set. All right. Now we'll want a chicken coop. And I'll probably put it near where the pigsty is. Makes sense, I think, to me. Here we go. Buildings. Animal husbandry, hen house. Pretty small, so I can sort of nest it in here. And it's hella cheap. There's our hen house, and then we'll want a house next to it. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit a house there because of the farm fields.
It is unbearable.
So maybe if I got rid of those sticks there. Put it here. Nice waterfront property? Yeah. Nice. At this corner, I'm within the sphere of influence of the resource barn. I'll probably need to grab some of the materials in order to haul them over. Let's see.
Dang. It's hot.
Doesn't want me to put the door there. Where should the windows go? Let's say this will be a window. And that's a window. This is a wall. Yeah, it's not letting me put the door there. That's fine. Okay. I like this layout. You know what I could do? I'm going to make this smarter. So this house is going to be moved into position once it's built. But so they don't have to lug the resources around. I'll build it here and then move it back. Because now I'm within the sphere of influence of my resource barn. Nope. I didn't want to build that wrong. It's supposed to be thatch. Alright, there we go. And move. I can also have it... Well, I wanted it waterfront. Come on. There we go. Ta-da! So we've got the house. We've got the hen house. Now we just need a person hired for it. My guy is seriously strong? Yep. I mean, to be fair, I can carry like 10 trees worth of logs on me. So, yes. Your character is like Minecraft Steve levels of strength. I wanted to make some more stews. And this time I'm going to make some stews for the rest of the villagers. In fact, actually, let's make more bowls. Because I can transition them all over to stews. The game claims that logs weigh 2 kilograms each. Yes, that's what they claim. Like, a stump like 2 inches thick would be like 2 kilograms. It's like pretty silly. How's the stability of the game? It's pretty stable until you get massive villages. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not terrible either. I'm gonna move... let's see. I'll move 34 stews into town storage, and then I'll sell the rest or eat the rest. Because a lot of the stews will spoil before any villager could eat it. So going to management, food items, disable all, stew, enable. So now they only eat stew, which also means I need to make sure to source it. Because if I don't source it, it's a problem. I also just noticed that almost all the water was out, so I'll haul 7 buckets worth. Hey, Stash. Let me give you a shout out. Thank you for the raid, man. I was playing Adventure of Samsara. I've never heard of it, so tell me a little bit about it too. And I hope you had a good stream. Always a pleasure to have you and your crew here. I'll drink to that. Okay, everything in my inventory is going to get sold at this point, so let's look for a farmer in Piastovia. And if I can get there in time, I'll be able to sell the stews too. Oh, actually, you know what? We should go to Skauki. I just realized. So maybe what I'll do is how's my money? 2,000? Yeah, let's just ride to Skauki. Well, I'm gonna ride to Piastovia because it's closer. But I know Skauki is where you actually have to buy the chickens, so we might not be able to put chickens in the coop till tomorrow. Till sunrise. So with that in mind, I am going to make sure the chickens get purchased, but what should be my next priority? Do you want me to do the side quests? Do you want me to improve weapons and tools? Do you want me to expand the village again by adding another villager and something for them to do? Do you want me to improve the village and their happiness and or aesthetics, or something of my choice? It's a platformer by Atari. Interesting. I haven't heard of Pitfall. I don't play a lot of platformers, so I'm like platform ignorant, if you will. I'm a platform dummy. Mostly because I just like suck at them. I didn't have consoles growing up, so I didn't grow up like playing Mario or any other platformers like that. So they just I had a computer, so I played like SimCity. Games like this.
It's hot.
Precursor games like this. Right, we're looking for a rancher.
Is this new village yours?
1, 3. Oh, what does our pop look like? Female, 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 female. Okay, we need more males. So, you're a 2. Also, your name looks like choice bad, so I'm not going to hire you on the basis that your name seems to be a bad choice. Let's head over to Skowkie via Wagoneer and see if we can't buy chickens and hire someone before it's too late in the day. Can you frickin' just, it's like a ankle-high fence. Donkey. I'm gonna find a dragon and feed you to it. Ed K, thank you for the resub. Ooh, my choice, huh?
How is life treating you?
So what are the chances that I can actually trade with anyone? 10 p.m. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Nope. They're just like, yeah, piss off. I kind of saw that coming. So the donkeys are sold here. I think the chickens are... Where are the chickens? Because animals are a little different. You just like look at them and you can buy them. So I don't need to wait to buy the chickens necessarily. I just don't have anyone to tend to them. But I forget where the... oh no, it's in the middle of the town. I remember where the chickens are. It's like one of these houses. The person with the weird kid who thinks he's a chicken. Hey, I bet I can get you to stop. Where are your chickens? Did you scare them off? No. Alright, here they are. Alright, bye. Bye. I'll have to fill their feeder myself. And 1 rooster. I'll leave the chicks. Unless they're... I could buy a female chick. Yeah, that's good enough. Oh my god, that kid is... a moron. I was running to go mount the donkey and then realized, yeah, the donkey's back in Piestovia. Like, nowhere close. At this point... Actually, Piestovia might be our best bet if we want to sell the stews, because there's a bit of a nightlife there, whereas there isn't really anywhere else. And then there's also, before I leave here, the potential of finding the... I would like to find a male rancher, because, I'm trying to keep our male-female ratio roughly even. So, let's see if any of them are decent. You're a 3. Perfect. Tybald. You are hired.
Hello.
So here's your house. So this is Tybald. Tybald, probably. Not Tybald, but whatever. I'm going to call him Tybald, it's funnier. And then Ty. Here's where you work. In the hen house. Alright, done. I don't think the hen house needs a... Oh, no, apparently it does. Work intensity. Make eggs, I guess? I don't know how he is responsible for making eggs. Last I checked of how chickens work, you can't coax egg... Well, whatever. But alright, he'll make eggs for us. I don't know. Don't question it. Yeah. Did I name his house? I don't think I did. Management. House. Oh, no, I did. Okay. So we're all set with the rancher. It is screaming that I don't have animal feed. That's probably because I just don't have any in the storage. I just need to make some, so that's not a big deal. And you guys vote that it will be my choice after I get done with this task. Copy that.
How is life treating you?
Oh. I guess I didn't need a wagon home. Did I pay for that? I don't know. Alright, now that it's fall, let's grab our winter garb and don it. Mostly because the winter stuff looks a lot cooler too. Unfortunately, I didn't find a vendor. I didn't find anyone to eat the stews. So now they're like mostly gross. So the stew in my inventory decayed by 50%. Whereas the stews in here decayed by like 12.5. So obviously keeping the stuff inside the actual food storage is way more efficient. Surprise to no one. This is also the season that we will be able to harvest the beetroot, for that quest line that we queued up a while back. There is flax to thresh. So at the start of every season, I do suggest that you check your threshing, because if you don't, you could be... Ooh, God. So we are lacking oat grain for the animal feed. The oats is ready for harvest, so we will have oats, a bunch of oat grain for animal feed soon. So I don't need to worry about that as much as, yeah, we'll be fine. So once the farmer gets to the oats, we'll be able to make a lot more animal feed for the chickens. But I'll run this animal feed, rather than putting in our stockpile, I'll run it over to the chicken coop myself, so that the pigsty worker can't grab it. We don't want a bunch of starving chickens, that'd be dumb. So I just spent a whole bunch on them. Oh, and we just unlocked the goose house. So if we wanted even more, we could. Fertilizer goes in, flaxseed goes in, flax stalks go in. So the flax stalks we can also spin to linen at some point.
It's mushroom time.
Alright, there we go. They should not be starving anymore. These guys have a full trough, so it wasn't like it was a problem or anything. And this should be the oats. No, this is rye. No, these are oats. So this is the oats that our farmer will eventually get to. So I think... Yeah, at this point, the chicken coop goal is fully realized. And I need to come up with a new goal, because you guys voted that I suggest. Before I do anything else, let's see about recipes that require eggs. So no soups. Porridges are just grain and fruit, so no. Other scrambled eggs with mushrooms do require eggs, but I don't want to source mushrooms myself. They're kind of annoying. I don't want to go pick morels. You have scrambled eggs, but it's not worth much. As you can see, it's worth 7 silver, so it's not like a high money yield. So that would not be a good one. My guess is it's going to be oven stuff. So bread. None of these require eggs. Pie. So all the pies require eggs. The roasted meat pie is pretty easy to make because roasting meat's not hard. But this is a tech level of a 10,000, so it's like a fat friggin' chance I get that. And that's true of the tarts as well. The breads are a little bit more obtainable. The flatbread with onion I can already buy. So we might just sell raw eggs. Or make scrambled eggs. I don't really see that there's like a recipe that makes a whole lot of sense for us to invest in. All right. What I'm going to do right now is use up village resources to make money. I've not really been doing a whole lot of selling, so I think it makes sense for me to just focus on all the leathers and stuff like that we have to make some money, make some coin, because I have not a lot of coin, 1,300. That's like not that. I mean, it's like kind of half our tax burden. So I'd like to just mass up a bit more. All right. The first thing is we have loads and loads and loads of leather. So I did notice that the small pouch was a pretty cheap one because it's just like sticks and leather. And that sells for 70 a pop. So that's for each leather. Let's round it up to 80. That's about 10 silver per leather. So let's see if there's other recipes that make more sense. I also think that the current backpack is the simple small backpack. I could buy a better backpack right now, or the blueprint for one. So what I'm mostly looking for is something that is made of leather and not other resources that would be harder or more annoying to source. So we could do simple bags, and that's 1 leather for 14 silver. That's actually not bad. Good and doesn't require other reagents. Better yet is water skin at 2, so that's 16 per. Water skins might be where it's at. Now, regular bags, if we had a lot of linen fabric, that I could do, because we do have a lot of linen fabric. Regardless of whether we go with bags or water skins, I should make a few extra bags, because you use bags for seeding, fertilizing, and that stuff. So it gets used up by your farmers. So I should just have a few already. So let's make some linen fabric. Make 5. So, I'll look at more of the leather recipes, but I think water skins might be the best if I don't want to spend linen on it. So these 5 bags are just for village use. And then I'll scan some of the other. Because we also do have some, fur. And there's a lot of recipes that, like winter boots, for instance, that use linen, or use leather and fur. So that wouldn't be an unreasonable thing to do either. So, like, these shoes, for instance, we could make 10 of them with the leather we have, and they sell for 240 a pop. That's not bad. The nicer clothing require wool, and until I have sheep, it's not all that economical to try to make that stuff. That's true of the fine clothes. That's also, I believe, true of the... some of the great clothes don't, like the noble dress. These things are not, I mean, they're not within my tech budget, because I have 1,200 out of 7,000, but they're really inexpensive to make, some of them. Padded armor. Not really worth it for leather. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any other sources of easy leather stuff. So I would say either small pouches, which were... Yeah, I'm going to go with the water skins. I'm not going to use up all my leather, but yeah, I guess I'm going to make, like, let's say 160 water skins. I'm glad I have quick craft, because otherwise this would take 15 minutes rather than 7 seconds or whatever that was. All right. So I'm looking through to see if we have other, like, a lot of other things. We have a lot of iron that I could probably turn into money. But that might be about it. I think it was just the leather, for the most part. The other thing I wanted to check out is the beets, if we have harvested it. Because I intend to switch that field away. So let's see if we've collected our beetroot. We have not yet. Oh, but you could start to see the eggs. So fields. Beets. Ready for harvest. So it looks like the oats are getting harvested first. I just saw him or her, I forget who manages the fields, doing that. Have any of my villagers hooked up? No. I haven't had really any seasonal events at all, which is crazy. Now that it's a new season, I'm also going to head into Piastovia and check the notice board to see if there's any new notices. Oh, I just saw him. He's doing the beats now. If I was patient, I would wait and get the 70 beats I need for the market quest. And I'll just enable the market quest as a reminder that I need to scoop up those beetroot at some point. So I think while I'm in town, I am going to buy as many logs and planks as I can, because after I make some money, I intend to upgrade my smithy, my tailor, and my workshop, because it's relatively inexpensive to do, and there's really no disadvantage to do it. Higher level crafting facilities require less maintenance. So one of the metas of this game is, like, you can, right at the start of the game, you could make houses out of, like, sticks if you want. The problem is they are horrible for insulation, so they require a lot more... Oh, speaking of which, I need to cut firewood, like, immediately. They're horrible for insulation, and then on top of that, they break down a lot more frequently, requiring you to repair them regularly. So we've got Boar to be Wild, kill boars. We've got make 3 bows, 4 axes, 5 spears, and 40 arrows for a lot of coin, but, like, that's a lot of work. And then make 11 copper knives. The 11 copper knives I might accept, because that's not a lot of copper for a lot of coin. Whereas this is a lot more copper for... So I think the Knife Swindler Strikes Again is, like, an efficient one to take on.
How is life treating you?
Oh, and this is the guy that I want to sell the beetroot to. Eventually. So here, 89 water skins. You'll be the Baron of Water. You're Harkonnen now. Congrats. You take 71. I like how they buy anything. Oh, and I also want to sell the stews. Because these stews are, like, straight up poisonous now. Here, Ludmilla. Can I interest you in some lovely stew? So I have doubled my coin. I went from like, or actually, you almost quadrupled it. I went from like 1,300 to 4,000. Pretty good. All in a day's work.
Can I interest you in some of... Have a nice day.
Hail. Can I in so long?
Come closer. No. Come here. Come here, you jackass. Fine. Transfer them out. There we go. You know what? I should also buy firewood too, so I can not cut my logs. And this is so that I can like build new things. Firewood.
Whatever you need, see you around.
Because wood stuff is not very expensive, so it's definitely in my best interest to just like throw coin at it, because it saves me so much time. Is there anything in the saddlebags? There's a little bit, a few logs. If you have to choose between the player being encumbered or the donkey being encumbered, definitely encumber the player, because the donkey will move at roughly the same speed. Because if you take a look at here, I'll just show you as a way to prove it. So if I transfer logs to the mount and encumber the mount instead, so now we're splitting. Now the donkey's not really moving, right? This is its sprint speed. So it's better to completely overload yourself like this, leaving the donkey to be able to move at full speed. So like if I got off the donkey, I wouldn't be able to move an inch, which puts me at a bit of a risk, because if I get dismounted and attacked, like I'm basically frozen in place. But at least the donkey's still moving. It makes no sense at all. I get it. It's like ultimately the donkey's holding the same amount of weight, so why would it matter how it's distributed? But you know, just game mechanics. Ooh, speaking of which, a wagon that got shut up. So yes, I'm dismount. Oh, no place to dismount? That's a lie. Cabbage. Oh, it's probably the, Mr. Cabbage Man. Iron arrows. Yeah, see, there was a reason I stopped. Free iron arrows is pretty awesome.
Move on.
Ja!
Current priority now is upgrade crafting buildings. And then, what do you want me to do next? You fought to the bitter end for those cabbages? It's true. Can you? Oh my god, you are trolling me so bad right now. I want to interact with the box, and the donkey's just like, nope. I'm gonna park right here, pal. You shall not pass. Thank you for tuning in to Medieval Dynasty, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow medieval villagers.